Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Daggerfall. Where last time, we successfully completed the tutorial, though, I'm gonna be honest, tutorial does not feel like the right word for that first dungeon, like, entrance exam. That feels more appropriate, like, you're not allowed to play Daggerfall until you can prove to the game that you cocky deserve to play it, so, okay. The point is, we're out in the overworld, and we're hopefully heading for, some type of civilization or another. Problem being, not entirely sure how far away that is. Oh, I hang the cock on, I'm seeing buildings. Oh, flippin' yeah. I have located Gothway Garden. Just make sure I'm not, trailing any bears behind me. I am not, so, oh my goodness. I've found civilization. Please nobody murder me. Okay, I just want an inn. Alright, I want an inn and a nice bed and some mead. Okay, first up, let's try chatting to the locals. How can I help you, stranger? Where is a location people things work? Right, so I can also pick my tone. Salutations, friend. I gather you know something about employment. Okay, you know what, that's excessively polite. Right. I'm looking for a tavern. Oh, bloody hell. Apparently this town has got 3 different bars. I'm gonna go for the Pig and Cats. Why on Tamriel would I want you to know, Peter? Right, find someone else. Find someone who's not a dick. Hello over there. Could you please tell me where the cocky pub is? Fair day to thee, my good lady. Are you familiar with the whereabouts of the Toad and Goats? And, don't have the first clue. Okay, no one knows where anything is in their own cocky town. I'll just find it myself, I guess. Must have a sign outside or something, though. Okay, just out of interest, how big's the... Oh, signposts! Excellent, that's got to be bloody useful. Never mind, they literally don't do anything. Though, oh. Whichever pub this is now the pub we're taking advantage of. Hello there, lovely to meet you. Yes, I would just like a cooking room. Okay, how many days? Just one. One would be fine. Okay, I was just trying to, find my room and, Okay, so it turns out Elder Scrolls was, hornier back in these days. This is just normal attire. Okay, bare minimum, let's just, rest up for a bit. Just rest here. Okay, my medical skill's gone in the right direction. That's nice, too. Okay, everything's fine. Okay, just went up to the barkeep to ask for directions, but instead he's just straight into, hey, my darling Christoria Woodfield has been kidnapped. Could you help me? I'm gonna be honest, that's a guild. I'm not sure I want to cause trouble with a guild, mate. Instead, good sir, could you point me towards, yes, literally any weapon store? So, right, I think they have one in Tumbeth Hamlet. Right, they might not have, every type of shop in every village. You've got 3 pubs, but no one who makes any weapons. Right, well, no cooking wonder your beloved's been kidnapped. Get some cooking weapons, you useless bastards. Okay, following morning, let's see, what we've got around these parts that may potentially be of use, and... Oh my goodness, there's a dog. Can I pet the dog? I'd like to pet the 2-dimensional dog. I can't pet the 2-dimensional dog. 0 out of 10, worst game of 1996. Oh, and here we go. Right, I've got a local map I can zoom in and out of. Guilds, shops, and taverns. Okay, I don't need, directions from anyone. I can use my own cocking map here. So, right. Turn around and then go slightly to the left, and there'll be 2 shops next to each other. Here we go. General store. You do have a general store here. Brilliant. Okay, step 1. Sell a giant pile of trash I don't need, including, okay, anything that's a long weapon is blatantly not for me. Oh, and here's fascinating. You sell to him, but if you want to buy, you literally go up to the shelves and have to, pick the item off the shelf. Which is arguably a lot more realistic than, anything we get in modern Elder Scrolls, I suppose. Now, what I could actually just afford is a horse, which has got to make travelling, faster and easier. But it would also, pretty much clear me out of everything. Okay, I want to check whether, there's anyone who might sell me a bow before we make that purchase. Oh, yes. Like a steel longbow right here. Okay, just out of interest. How much would that cost me? 250. You know what? I think we should take it. I will trade out my bow for that. Okay, so it turns out, yes, having nipped round all the various shops, they're all just general stores. There are no specialist stores in this town. What we do, however, have is, yes, a couple of guilds that could potentially be useful for earning some easy money with which I could buy a horse. Okay, so I've checked out the guilds. There's the Mages Guild, which is, yes, marked with an eye, and, not only is it locked, this lock has nothing to fear from me. Right, okay, I'm not welcome in the Mages Guild, that's fine. But yes, what's arguably a bit more confusing is, the other guild is the Resolution of Zen. I have no idea what that means. Right, lovely to meet you. I am also, you know, an adherent to the teachings of Zen, or whatever it is you do here precisely. Okay, they're not very friendly in this guild. Try and talk to them. You get no response. There is, however, an option to get a quest or join the guild. I would love to join the Guild of Zen. You're ineligible to join the order if you devoted some time and effort to... Oh, Zenithar! Right, skills related to Zenithar. Right, that is a god. Sorry, I forgot the name of your god. I mean, bare minimum, they're willing to, you know, use me as a courier service. So, they are going to like me if I deliver a holy dagger to Aldingwich within 27 days. You know what? I'm willing to say yes to that. And also... Oh, you forgot to mention another temple's going to try and stop me by sending thugs. Oh, convenient you only remembered that bit now. Okay, this is fine. All we need to do is find Aldingwich. Do you wish to travel to Aldingwich? Yes, I do. Okay, we should probably travel cautiously and, like, you know, go by... Oh, I don't have a horse. Travel time... Oh, only 8. Oh, that's fine then. Right, it's going to take me 8 days to travel. Cost me 40 gold. But these guys are probably going to, like, you know, pay well for my trouble, right? So, okay, we're going to move. Now we're here. And no folks tried to stop me because I travelled cautiously, I assume. Now, by any chance would, yes, the blue building, apparently off to my left, like, you know, the guild, be another Temple of Zen or whatnot? I mean, it looks the same, but... No, seriously, this game is really, really horny. And even more so, it blimey heck. Okay, chill out, Bethesda. Okay, this is the Temple of Kinnereth, but that's fine, because apparently I'm, like, you know, able to join this temple. Presumably, yes, I've got, like, a relevant skill. Maybe archery or something. You know what? Sure, I'd love to join the Temple of Kinnereth. Would you like this holy dagger I stole from the Temple of Zen, by the way? And now I've joined the local priests, are gonna be a lot more chill and chatty. So, right, now they're willing to point me towards, say, jobs that need doing. And they can even point me to the Buckingham House residence. So, right, it's away east of here. Admittedly, pretty much the entire town is away east of here, so that's not necessarily that helpful, actually. Okay, I just came into the general store to ask for further directions, you know, now I'm in the east of town. And somebody knows I'm Peter Perker. And the storm that destroyed your boat was no natural winter squall, but I guess you suspected as much. I will gladly tell you what I know about it if you will find to be a particular rare scroll. This is not the kind of job I could give to the Fighters Guild, so... Right, I'm guessing, like, you know, at a certain point, the first person you speak to gives you this, because this feels like, you know, important. So, okay, the scroll is protected by powerful Daedra spirits. Oh, I feel like I am not ready for this. When I say not ready for this, if I don't bring it back to him within 12 days, apparently the deal's off. Oh, well, that's no cocky good, is it? Right, we'll get on with that in a minute. I just need to, you know, find this bloody Buckingham residence first. I mean, presumably it's like, you know, fancy or something. Could be like, you know, a giant house here. This feels like a Buckingham residence to me. Okay, hilariously, someone just outside the giant house, yes. I went up to them and was polite. And they said I don't give directions to people who talk to me like that. Then I was less polite, and now she's willing to point it straight out to me. Okay, some people, yes, don't like me being polite. Got it. Here we go. If I've read my map right, this should be what we're looking for. Just need to find someone to hand over the Holy Dagger of McGibbles to. And The gods favour upon you, Peter Perker. This holy dagger is sorely needed here. Can I have some money now, please? Okay. What I've got to do is, yes, just get myself properly kitted out, ideally with, some form of health potion that are apparently rarer than anything in this game, and then we've got to go to the Daedra Cave. Oh, this is such a terrible idea. Oh, but speak of the devil. Okay. Now, I can't be entirely sure. This might just be where, you buy spare pendulums for your grandfather clock. But that looks like potions to me. Ah, or possibly not. The two shops in town marked with that symbol are marked as the Champion Used Gear and Bargain Antiquities. Okay, not quite the potion shop I was hoping for, to be honest. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Alright, I've got a plan. Clearly, potions are just a decadent thing from the future of Tamriel and don't exist yet. So instead, I shall spend my money purchasing one lantern, which I'm going to work under the assumption I could potentially equip in order to, have a light source or something. There we go. I can douse the lantern or light the lantern. So right, if it's dark underground, we can turn that on now. Now, I'm pretty sure you were looking for Saeusha, right? There we go. Do you wish to travel there? I mean, to be honest, no, but I feel like I'm lacking in options, so... Hang on, how long did he say I had? We may need to travel more recklessly, because he said I had about 12 days. So... I mean, it might take me time to do it, and I don't actually have a horse right now, so right, the downside of not having a horse. We'll travel cautiously going... Depending on, how well this goes, we might have to... John, you're not going to be coming back. You're going to die in this cave. Right, begin moving along here. That almost looks like a path. A spring bubbles from the ground. Well, I've made it. Is this the cave? Right. Oh my goodness, it's just... This is a cave. Well, that's just cocking adorable, isn't it? Right. Get out my brand new bow. I should have bought more arrows. Oh, this is just going to go horribly wrong, isn't it? All I've got to do is get to the scroll and then get out again. And no. Okay, bare minimum. I've not walked into, a terrifying high-level area or anything. And caves apparently are, not actually distinct in any meaningful way from... I'm definitely hearing some chittering. That doesn't sound like, a rat or... Yeah, I just heard a roar. Everything's gonna be fine. Just wait for it. No. No. None of that. You're in a cage. Which is arguably not great, actually, because it means... Oh! Hi over there. Well, actually, you know what? I've definitely killed you at least once. Now, that means a strange lizard, possibly orc creature. I think I can, get you if we're... The material of the weapon I'm using is ineffective. I get the feeling I'm now using insufficiently good weaponry to actually... Right, get my arrows back. Okay, I think we're in one of those scenarios where, you're using a gun in Fallout, like old Fallout, that's so weak it's doing literally 0 damage to the enemy. That's the vibe I'm getting here, and also not more cocking bats. I don't like bats. Bats are dicks. Please just die. Please just die. Never mind. Okay, just run. Get some distance between me and the bats. Okay. The small creatures we can deal with. The large, dinosaur, possibly orcs. No. No, we can't. And in particular... Okay. There's a doorway here. Before we get to the bottom of... Wait. What just... Oh! Okay, this is a loop. I've come round in a loop, which is deeply concerning because... Oh, I didn't see any other side rooms. In which case... Okay. Right, I've got no choice but to go into the room with the creature that, I literally can't do anything. Oh, good. Well, this is off to a flying start. How do I even get past, this weird cage thing? Can I just, like, push through this or something? I'm not 100% sure how to, like, you know, get into this room, actually. No, it's literally in the... Oh, blimey. Okay, chill out. Chill out, buddy. I just need to take out the rats before we push our way into this area. Please just hold still. Please, Mr. Rat, just hold still for one cocking second. We just need to take out the rats, because clearly the rats are not taking out, you know, a dino friend over there. Okay, I think all the rats are now dead. Just actually don't close the door. We need to figure out what's going on. The only thing we've got here is... Oh, there we go. Right, maybe save and start running. Right, all we want to do is, yeah, just keep you over there for a second. Don't worry about it. In fact, you know what? You can come this way. Come this way. And now, lead you up here. I'm going to lead him in a circle. Yep, there we go. Just lead him in a circle up here. This whole thing is a loop. You just stay here. Now he's up here. Now I just cocking sprint in a loop around him. And hope he gets lost. Like he gets sufficiently far behind. He loses track of me. Can't find me anymore. So then just in here. Close the door. And now we are golden. I help myself to giant piles of, say giant piles of, like some money, I guess. As well as, holy flip me, I just completed a mission. Right, while we're passing by, also help myself to pearls and whatnot. I just spotted I'm now kind of trapped because... Oh, well, this is no good at all. The cage just moved back into its original position. Oh, that's not okay. Oh, hang on. I think I may have accidentally, like, tricked a thing that was doing that. Okay, don't worry about it. Now it's opening again. Now we can just cocking run. Okay, screw the rest of this dungeon. Open the door and then run, because Green and Angry is still around here somewhere. Out we cocking go. Right. I have now got the thing, and it was Aldingworth, right? I need to get back to Aldingworth. Okay, I just typed in Aldingworth, and my options are Aldingford, Aldingwalk, or Aldingwalk Woods. I think it would be Aldingford, right? Oh, this is a completely different, unrelated town. This is not the right town. Okay, good news. I found a log. This is marvellously good news. So, right, hang on. Where did I go? Aldingwich. Also, while trying to travel back to Aldingwich, I noticed a note in my pack that wasn't there before. Ooh, someone snuck a note on me. Right, an agent of the Emperor, who's invited me to go to Wixton Hall, where she'll be for a month, at which point she can, right, fill things in for me a bit. Gotcha. Okay, now this time, we're going to Aldingwich, but... Okay, hang on. We travelled 4-5 after doing some shopping, so maybe 6 with the shopping time put in. Then we travelled 4 days back to, yes, like Aldingford, which was the wrong town. Meaning potentially... Okay, we've got to speed this up by travelling recklessly. And thankfully, despite travelling recklessly, we didn't horribly die. Right, according to the log, I'm looking for Lady Peristy's equipment store. So this one right here, which is currently locked because it's night. So just rest at the nearby inn. Lovely. And you better not penalise me for missing the deadline because you didn't open up when I came the first time. Ah, the scroll, very good. Let me tell you about the storm. You sailed an unmarked ship from the Imperial City, but your identity, your mission, and your patron are known to the perceptive. An unknown agent convinced the Mad Witch of the Rothgarian Mountains, grandmother of the present King of Daggerfall, that your ship carried the murderer of her son, the late King Lysandrus. That is all I can tell you. Right, we now know who sabotaged my mission. Okay, I think I've just realised something really rather important, which is a huge amount of missions just, you know, have a time limit associated with them. And travelling from one side of Daggerfall to the other, just this single province, takes, you know, the best part of a week. Because yes, if I'm not going by ship, that means I'm going by foot or horse. Or in my case, foot. What I need to do now is get a horse. And luckily for me, though this town doesn't have, like, you know, various weaponsmiths or armor smiths or whatever, every general store is selling a horse for, okay, 1,000 gold. So, right, I need to make some money. The problem being, okay, In this game, just like in Oblivion and Skyrim, stores only buy the things they logically sell. So, 1, I need to find a nearby town that does have an armor smith, because then I could sell all this junk to them. Or 2, I need to find someone who's got a nice mission for me to do. And if I know my RPGs, then I think that means I need to nip over to the pub. Okay, Team Adventurer for Hire, who wants to give me a giant pile of money? Aha! And even if not, right, I can literally ask after work inside the conversation tree, so, okay. And Dictor Wickwing has apparently got something that needs doing. Meanwhile, if I was looking for an armourer, there's one nearby in Ipshire. Oh, and Screw and Dictor in the very same room. Okay, my friend Elizalda Ashwing is missing. She may have been hurt. I'll pay you. That's pretty much the exact amount of gold I need. You have got a deal. She's not been seen for 4 days. She was consorting with, right, Morgia Ashton and Ilsane Masterton. Start with them. If you can't find her in 2 days, don't search any further. Right, so she can't be like, you know, too far away in a distant dungeon. She might be actually in town somewhere. So first up, before we even leave the pub, right, we can now start, using the people tab to ask after those people that we know the name of. So, okay, Morgia is to the southwest. Any chance, you know, this person is the same direction. Somewhere that way, south. And bare minimum, southwest from here is not that much of the city. Okay, I'm starting to see how this fits together here. So, right, I went southwest, spoke to the first person I ran into. That individual, yes, one of the people said, hey, they're southeast. So the original person was at south, we went southwest, now they're going to be southeast, that makes sense. The other person, now I'm close enough, they've marked the house on my map. So, right, find someone close enough, they'll give you the actual map location. Good. So now if I just go, you know, southeast a little bit and just get close enough to where we're trying to get to, and there we go. Just go a little bit further to the south, someone's put, yes, this house down on my map. So, right, let's start here with the Yeomwing residence. Right, here we go. Let's see if I'm allowed in. Someone yells, come in. Good. Good. Start cracking open some doors. Where precisely are you guys chilling out? And here we go. Right, we found the first person, and when you find the right person, you don't go into the people tree, just a dedicated message comes up. So, try asking Barbausa Harford. And the other house, right, one of them points me towards the person I've already spoken to, as well as someone else, Dunnyweir Masterwing. Now that's a bloody good name. And immediately right outside, right, I found a friendly person who's put Barbausa on the map. How about Dunnyweir and... Okay, now you're my new favourite person. Immediately you know where both of those people are. And speaking of which, I am doing all of this to, you know, get a horse. There does appear to be a horse right here. But unfortunately... Okay, I cannot in any way interact with or steal the abandoned horse. Oh, and Barbausa's got some information for me. Right, did Percival put you up to this? Yes, he did. He was the one that set me the mission. He had a nasty fight with Elizalda, and as a result, she left town and hasn't been seen since. Right. I feel like, yes, maybe he knows more about her disappearance than he was letting on. She left town, she didn't need to do that, I would have forgiven her. And here's the gold. Brilliant. Which, hilariously, he literally dumps on the ground in front of me, so I need to pick it up. So, right, that gets me up to 973. That's extremely annoying. Hang on, I need to find something I can sell, just to, you know, get me over that magic number to 1,000. Oh, and flip me. Hang on. Okay, I've just walked into a store, and unlike all the general stores, this guy's willing to buy armor. Right, hang about. Let's figure out precisely what you are, and why you're willing to do that. So, right, I kind of assumed you were the potion shop, to be honest, but... Okay. I don't know precisely what sort of store you are, but apparently you buy everything, so you're my new best friend. I don't really use a shield, that's not a thing, so okay, that's not worth it very much. I've got spare leather boots, that is 100. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so now we're cocky getting somewhere. Screw helping people out with their missing partners. Go to dungeons, murder thieves, loot their corpses, sell the goods. Gotcha, that's where money comes from. Holy flip me, all of that together is worth almost 3.5 grand. Assuming he's got that much money. And okay, normally I'd pay far less. Oh, that's the true value. This is the amount of money he's willing to pay me. You know what? I'll take it. That's fine. Especially since you're selling a cocking elven dagger, 2 to 7 damage, or a steel saber, 3 to 12. Okay, how much are we talking for all of this? 120, 160. Oh, cocking done, mates. And back at the more conventional stores, good sir, I will happily take 1 horse and okay, again, that's the base value, but unfortunately, yes, they charge a bit of a markup. So, right, lucky I found that store, otherwise I would not be able to afford a horse. Can I also have a wagon? Because I'm assuming, yes, this means, like, you know, you could just have extra stuff that you toss in your wagon from the dungeon, right? So you can carry more stuff home with you. Okay, the wagon's not much more. I'm having a horse and a wagon. Let's buy that, so never mind, apparently I'm a genius at haggling, because I've got them down to like half the usual price. Okay, I just stepped outside trying to find my horse and, right, I fell to the ground completely exhausted. I need to take a break and stop running around, but like, before I do that in the nearby pub, I mean, does anyone know where my horse is? Ah, here we go. Transport. Right, tap T. I can now travel by foot, horse, cart, and not ship. Right. I think I was, like, carrying my horse in my pocket or something, and now I've just got a horse, which is good. So, right, I've got a horse now. If I want to, I can just, like, you know, pop off the horse. If I select, like, horse without cart, then oh. Right. The cart slows down the horse, but presumably gives me, like, extra carry capacity. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Right, just rest up a handful of hours. There's my stamina. Also, okay, until you rest, you don't get to bank any of your, like, you know, improvements in any of your skills. Got it. Okay, one more thing I would like to, yes, get my hands on, which is the guy inside the pub. He just said there was a weaponsmith at Cathdale. Now, I'm located here, and Cathdale is barely round the bloody corner. So, okay, get on my horse, or, like, keep in my backpack or whatever, and we're going to Cathdale. So, okay, 5 gold, it takes, like, no time whatsoever. Oh, yeah. Being on a horse, that's the stuff for me. So just a begin right over there, and there we go. We've made it to Cathdale so bloody fast. Right, so just to check all of the... My horse can sidestep, that's delightful. Right, just check the signs, that's a general store. Don't want that one. What I'm looking for is, yes, the promise of a weaponsmith, and... okay, that looks about right. Oh, buddy, I have been waiting to find you. Oh, yeah, I don't know precisely what an elven daikatana is, but I'll be cocking having one. Or possibly I won't, because that turns out to be very expensive, and also I feel like, it might not necessarily be a short blade. I feel like, you know, just looking at it, that might be a long blade. Never mind, sir, sorry to waste your time. And annoyingly, he's not selling arrows. That's kind of the big limiting factor right now. I don't know where I get more arrows. Hilariously, the general store in the same tiny village is selling arrows. Always the last bloody place you look. Okay, I think things are starting to come together for me here. So, right, let's turn our attention to, you know, the real business of our mission, which is the Emperor's agent has asked me to meet with her in Wixton Hall of Daggerfall. I assume that means, like, you know, a building in the city of Daggerfall, not the settlement of Wixton Hall in the province of Daggerfall. Oh, bloody hell, this game's confusing sometimes. Oh, never mind, she does mean the settlement of Wixton Hall, though that is very close by to the city of Daggerfall in Daggerfall. Well, you know what? That's fine. I've got a horse, I've got a wagon, I've got a bow, I've got arrows, no trouble whatsoever. Boom, there we go, Wixton Hall. And this is, wow, by far the tiniest place we've seen so far, so I think I may know where she's staying. So, I'm Lady Brysiana. Let me bring you up to date on affairs. The spectre of King Lysandrus haunts the streets of Daggerfall at night. Trying to communicate with him is futile. He will occasionally moan the word vengeance, but that's the only coherent word I've ever heard him utter. If you're in Daggerfall, do not wander the city at night. Got it. Legion of Ghosts, etc, etc. So, okay. We need to figure out the people who may have wronged the royal family. The major powers of the Bay, Sentinel, Wayrest, and Daggerfall itself are maybe good places to start. And as for the letter, it was put in the hands of a courier, but they don't know if it arrived. So, right, step 1, just check if it ever arrived at Castle Daggerfall. Useful information in her hand, back on my magnificent steed, I'd say it's time to go to Daggerfall. Like, the city, not the province. And there we go, just down the road, barely half a day's fast travel. We've made it. Okay. It's got proper walls and defences and whatnot. Well, la-di-cocky-da. Oh, and you know what? Just, you know, having a little look at the map here, I suspect I may have just found Castle Daggerfall, though I do hugely admire the fact that there's no quest marker, there's no label. The games that say, hey, this is Castle Daggerfall. You just got to, you know, look at the map and put in a reasonable intelligent estimate as to which building's going to be the castle. Well, it's probably going to be the big one, isn't it? And, oh, it's nice to be treated like an adult when you're playing a game sometimes. And aside from that, there is cooking, hang on, is that 5 distinct guilds in this gigantic city? So, we've suddenly got a lot to do together with a huge, huge number of shops. So, right, anything your heart desires, you can buy here somewhere. And on top of that, guilds galore, there's plenty here. So, how about we call it a part there, but later this week, right, I'm diving a tiny bit deeper into Daggerfall, both the game and the city, because, yes, I think we might actually, you know, be able to make the tiniest bit of progress on the main cocky plot here. So hopefully you join me next time for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Daggerfall. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
No, sadly, I cannot be the Santa Claus of murder tonight. So apparently, even though this thing is... Oh, no, no, you can't. No, you most certainly can't. Okay. Is that the symbol meaning I'm about to pull her over? Yep, there we are. There we... Oh! I feel like she didn't necessarily survive that. No, she's very dead.